what can I do for money now that I'm off work due to the accident? So let's set the stage here. You've had an accident and you're injured in the accident. We're talking about auto accidents here, not a work injury. That's a worker's comp claim would be a separate issue. But in an auto accident, you've been injured and now you're off work. Where do you get that money? First thing is, I would tell you, is to talk to your lawyer on your case to make sure you understand all your options. We really think that's the best thing to do for our clients, is to make sure you understand what's available and what's not available. If there's not going to be any money to pay for lost wages along the way, you need to know that, because let's say you think that we can get you money for lost wages and we can't. You might be out running up bills thinking, well, Hughes and Coleman will be getting me some money. And if that's not true, then you're going to be in bad shape. So understand up front whether or not we can get money for you. Now let me go through when we can get money for you. In Kentucky, if you're injured in an accident and there's no fault coverage, then we can generally get you up to $200 per week from what's called Kentucky No Fault, Kentucky PIP, Personal Injury Protection. That's up to $200. You might have more, but we need an off-work statement from your doctor saying you can't work, and we need proof that you were making money at the time of the accident, that you had a job that was making money. Then we can turn that in. Tennessee doesn't have anything like that, so Tennessee's a separate issue. Now, the other thing we'll tell you is to go to your work. Maybe you have short-term disability coverage at work. If you do, use it. We've had clients say, well, I didn't want to use my short-term disability because it wasn't their fault. It was another driver. They ought to be paying my lost wages. That's the wrong approach. If you have short-term disability at work that'll pay you while you're off work, use it every time. There's no exception to that. Use it. You'll be better off. So go through that. You don't pay us any fee on that. It's all your money. You need to get it. So let's then talk about, if there's no short-term disability, if there's no Kentucky No Fault, anything else, what do you do? Well, don't count on the other insurance company ever paying you your lost wages until we're at the end of the case and it's time to do a settlement. Then we can prove lost wages and get them added as part of a settlement, but that doesn't help you early on. So what do you do? Well, as a last resort, what we'll tell our clients is, if you have to borrow some money from family or friends, you can do that, but we can't guarantee it's going to be paid back. Generally, banks aren't going to loan you money for lost wages. You can generally get funding loans. We discourage those. There are companies that will loan money to somebody who's been in an accident, like in a car accident, Oasis, there's different ones. And in those instances, if you go and get that money, it's a really bad business deal, meaning you might borrow $400 and have to pay back $900 a year later. You'd never want to do that from a business standpoint, but if our clients need it, we'll talk to you about that. At least you can understand what your options are. So again, talk to your lawyer up front to understand what you can and cannot get. And if there's benefits available, your lawyer will get them and try to get them in pretty quickly. It will always depend on an off-work statement to be able to get that money and proof that you had a job before the accident that was earning you money. Thank you.